series, we'll be going over important cyclocross skills, so when the cross season comes, you'll be ready. For episode 1 of this series, we're going to be reviewing how to do starts. Starts are critical in a cyclocross race, because if you get them right, then you can have an early lead. Position is one of the most important aspects to the start of a cyclocross race. For my position, what I like to do and what I think is best is to start on the hoods. This part is optional. Some people like to start from the drops. I usually have my knees bent and you only have one of your feet in the pedals. So you choose which foot is more comfortable to be forward and which one you want to be out of the pedal. Gearing is also very important for starts. You don't want to have too hard of a gear, because if it's too hard and you start, it'll be too hard to get momentum. But if it's too easy, then you'll start spinning out. So what I like to do is start a little closer to the easy side, so then you can start and get momentum. You can always shift into a harder gear as you're going. So don't be afraid to start with an easier gear, and as you go into a harder gear. One pro tip I have for practicing starts is to go to your local field. You're going to find really heavy grass. Heavy is another word for being hard to pedal in. If it's hard to pedal in, then it's good to work out in. And when you go to an actual start, a road start, it'll be way easier to start. You also want to practice on the road, as you don't just want to get used to the grass. The other thing is to practice clipping in and out. If you don't clip in time or you miss your pedal, you can go to the back of the race or the back of the field. So you can practice clipping in and out a few times. And when you're doing it, practicing clipping in and out is good. You want to do this with both pedals because you don't just want to clip in with one pedal. Another thing is for cyclocross races is if you go too hard at the start, or if you go too hard for too long, then you'll bonk kind of, or you'll go too hard and then you'll just get really tired, and that's not good. So to properly warm up is super important, and to only go really hard at the start, and if you're still going super hard after like 1 minute, then you should probably just like tone it down a little bit. What I like to do for starts is to go around 80% of full. Full is like you're sprinting against someone at the end of a race, and 80% is like a start, and yeah. So let's recap. So practice clipping in and out, so you get good at that, and when you start, you'll get used to it and you'll clip in fast. Don't go too hard at the start for too long. 80% is what I like to do. Start from the hoods or the drops. Have your comfortable foot clipped in and have the pedal forward, like so. Pick a gear that's not too hard. I like to go more towards the easier end. And yeah, that's about it. Oh, and when you're practicing, try to practice in a grass field with very heavy grass. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in episode 2 of Cyclocross Skills with Calvin.